Well, many thanks for joining us this Breakfast Central on a Thursday. Was taking you to Liberia, where a new center to treat people who have mental health issues has been opened in the country's capital of Monrovia, now making it only one of its kind in the West African nation, which does not have a government facility providing mental health services there. Well, Senator Abraham Darius Dillon, who funded the center's construction, said he was moved by the mental health needs of people still dealing with the trauma of civil wars which, well, ravaged the nation a couple of years ago.
Now, he added that the facility will also run a clinic as well as recreational and vocational center. Now, we have joining us this morning on the program to talk on this topic, publisher for Global News Network, Joel Chulu Brooks. Welcome to the show, Brooks. Now, tell us what the opening of this center means for Liberians. Right, now we're looking at Liberia's story now, and this is ahead of the World Mental Health Day that is coming up on the 10th day of October this year. That will be on a Sunday. And it seems like Liberia, the Ministry of Health, has come out to open a mental center for Liberians. And we have a guest on the program who is talking on the mental state of health of Liberians. We have publisher Global News Network, Joel Chulu Brooks, on the program this morning. Welcome to the program.
All right, so while we look to get Joel on the program to get to hear him loud and clear, it's a big story. Hello, Joel. Morning. Welcome to Breakfast Central.
Hello.
Loud and clear, Joe. Right, Joel, we're talking about the opening. Yes, we can hear you loud and clear, Joel Brooks. Thank you very much for joining us. Tell us what this opening means in Liberia, this mental health center.
Right, I think was having a little technical issue. Now, looking at Liberia, a 5-year mental health policy and strategic plan was released in 2017 by the Minister of Health in Liberia with support from World Health Organization and their partners. Now, according to reports and statistics, it says that as many as 1 in 5 Liberians suffer from mild to moderate mental disorder. In fact, as of 2018, there was only 1 psychiatric hospital in Liberia with just 2 psychiatric doctors. Now, Liberia has been through a whole lot in terms of the civil war, the 14-year civil war that has suffered, and this has caused a lot. Exactly, it has caused quite a lot in the economy and the well-being of the country.
Yes, we have Joel Brooks in the capital of Monrovia, Liberia, to tell us more about this one. What we do know that this is the only first of its kind for the African nation, which really doesn't really have a government policy when it comes to providing mental health services. We saw Senator Abraham Darius Dillon, who funded the center's construction, saying that he was moved by the mental health needs of people, like you pointed out, still suffering the trauma of 14 years of civil war in the country. Well, I'm sure Joel Brooks has been following this one because it's quite a big one as we look ahead to the Mental Health Day on the 10th day of October. Joel Brooks, welcome. Good morning to you. This is Breakfast Central. I hope we can talk to us right now, Joel.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm here now.
All right, Joel. Tell us what the opening of this center in Monrovia means for Liberians.
I mean, Liberians were so excited of this news. Many were so happy, louding praises on Darren Dillon, who is an opposition lawmaker. And I mean, every corner of the city or the county or the country you were in, people are so excited. Say, well, Liberia always making history. Can you imagine? Liberia is the first country in Africa to have a mental health center. I mean, that's a boost for Liberia anyway.
Right, that's a really good one, Brooks. But tell us, really, since this is the first mental health center in Liberia to be open, how has the country been dealing with mental-related ailment before now? Now, we understand that there's been a lack of knowledge and stigmatization around mental health-related illness. Tell us what it is like now.
In fact, my stuff, I was so excited because when I heard the health authority saying that we have 1.2 million mental health victims. I mean, I said, wow, what? You want to tell me everybody here crazy? But then I was told that it's not you don't have to be crazy before you have a mental health problem. You can have some psychological problem, And all of those things are all included into mental health treatment. So the health authority and also lauding the opposition lawmaker, Darrell Dillon, for the move he has taken. In fact, most media houses here wrote editorial lauding the lawmaker for his stand, even though he's one of the critical guys in the government, criticizing the government for not doing better. But people are so happy about that. People are happy.
Wow, clearly jubilant scenes and a sense of excitement and positivity in the capital, Monrovia. But Joel, now, given that this center is going to be fully funded by just one individual senator, do you see it, opening more doors for more mental health centers opening around the country beyond Monrovia?
Well, I think because from what Dillon said when I had an interview with him, he said that this will not be the first. He want to make sure that most of the Leeward counties have similar center. But the question is, where is he going to get his support from? Because the government has not come out to express its support. But he said, well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have even a vocational center for people who cannot afford to be able to attend such vocational center. So, Dillon is saying he's going to do it nationwide. It's not only Monrovia based.
Right. Now, Brooks, it is one thing to have a mental health center in the country. It is another thing to have the people, the personnel that will be there to sensitize the people and to encourage more people to come to this center to receive treatment. What is Liberia doing concerning personnel?
I think you got a point. You got a point. I think health authority, even though the guy who built the health center is an opposition, but they welcome the idea, and they are working on, from what I heard from one of the officials on radio, they are working on modality to supplement his effort, because they realize that Liberia has been put on the map for being the first country in West Africa to have a mental health center. So the health authority also saying they're going to work along with the lawmaker to making sure that his dream comes true.
All right. Well, Joel, I wonder if you've been speaking to any of the Liberians there. This is a country which suffered years of civil war. Trauma clearly lurks in the looks and crannies of people's hearts. Do they really speak about it, about the kind of trauma that they face? Do people want to talk about it? And will they even access this mental health center? Will they go to receive this treatment now that it's been opened?
Yeah, like you said, Liberia have gone through a traumatic situation. In fact, in Monrovia, sometimes you walk the street of Monrovia, you see people talking about themselves. They are not really together, So I think with the establishment of this mental health center, Liberians will be so excited and will be happy. But the question, like I kept saying, the question is whether that mental health center will have the kind of support I need, So, people are looking forward to see it happening. But the ordinary people who also spoke to my reporter yesterday, they are so excited, and some of them are saying, well, since Dillon is saying he's going to open a vocational institution, also, they will find part, they will make sure that they also have their relatives, their children enroll at that vocational institution, because it's a good thing for Liberia.
All right, thank you so much, Joel Cholo Brooks, publisher, Global News Network, for coming on the Breakfast Show program this morning, telling us all about the new mental health center in Liberia, Monrovia. Thanks once again, Joel.
Thank you.
All right.